Hi everybody, my name is Janine and I'm a Janesce trainer. So today our webinar is on the latest release, which is the Janesce Décolletage Cream from the Affinité range. So if you have any questions during this training, please feel free to shoot them through the chat. We've got the team waiting to answer you straight away. So this beautiful cream has been designed to apply to the throat and the décolletage. Now you may be wondering, why do I need a separate cream? Can't I just use my moisturiser? And absolutely you can. You can just take your day moisturiser or your night cream through onto that décolletage area. However, we do know that this area has some special needs. It is a thinner skin than the skin we find on our face. It is also has less oil glands, so it's prone to being drier and more dehydrated. And we find that it's more exposed to the environment. So we're very aware to apply our sunscreens to our faces, but we don't often think to protect this area as well. And it often gets the full brunt of the sun exposure. When you think of your hats and the visor in your car, they're great at protecting our faces, but you can still get the sun exposed onto this area. So we find that this area is more delicate, it's more vulnerable, and it's very prone to showing those age-related changes, much more prone than the face. So this area can often look older than the face. And there's some specific challenges for this area. It's very prone to pigmentation, very prone to dilated capillaries. In fact, there's a skin condition called poplioderma. And what happens with that condition is you start to see pigmentation changes below the ears. And it's very easy to think that your client's been spraying perfume there and that's made the skin sun sensitive, but in actual fact it is a particular condition that will continue to spread out over onto the throat, and it tends to spare that little oval circle at the base of the throat, so that stays looking pale, and all around the sides becomes a browny pinky colour, and this can spread onto the décolleté as well. You can see a lot of dryness and dehydration in this area, and that causes any lines or wrinkles to look quite defined, and you can get a loss of tone. So that combination of the dehydration with the loss of collagen and elastin means that this area can look quite crepey and you can start to lose the firmness there. So a lot of people become very self-conscious of this area, and it's amazing the difference that a cream can have in this area. It can, within a few days, it can really plump up the hydration of the skin and firm the tone of the skin. So it really gives people the confidence in this area again. So this particular product is designed to restore the hydration of the skin. So it's going to plump out the skin. It's going to bring that glow, that satiny feeling back to the skin. It supports collagen production. It evens out the skin tone, and it strengthens the capillary walls. And as I say, it works quite quickly. I know with the Janesce neck cream that we've had for many years, you get quite a dramatic change quite quickly, and people become very passionate about this product. And this product is a whole step up from that. So I think it's going to be a very popular product. Have to admit that I haven't always been into neck creams, and in the early days of my career I just used to recommend to my clients that they'd use their moisturiser or their day cream or their night cream in this area. And it wasn't until one of my clients was recommended by another therapist to try the Janesce neck cream, and it made such a dramatic difference to her skin that she was really annoyed with me that I'd never let her know that it was available. So I've become, over the years, very good at letting people know that there is a specific cream to look after this area. So let's have a look at who it's for and how it would be used. So it's for anyone who's wanting to treat sun damage in this area, or for someone who's wanting to protect this area against those age-related changes. It's quite a nourishing cream, so the only people I wouldn't recommend it to is someone with quite an oily, active skin that's experiencing pimples and blockages in this area. It would probably be far too rich for them. How do you use it? Well, do your normal routine, soak, mist, concentrate, any serums prescribed, and then you would apply it after all of that. You take about a pea-sized amount, warm it between your hands, and then gently massage it onto the throat and décolletage. And you would do that morning and night. Another way that you can use it, and you notice that our lovely young model there, she's got it on her face, and you can do this. So it can be an intensive face mask treatment. So maybe once a week at night, you would do your normal skincare routine, and instead of applying your night cream, you could apply your décolletage cream as well. And that's really going to give your skin a nourishing boost. In your facial treatments, you can use it this way as well. So instead of your mask, you can apply the décolletage cream and give your client a really intensive treatment. And this is great at this time of year. We're now in autumn and the air's starting to get colder and drier, and so everyone's skin starts to feel dehydrated. So that will really help lift the hydration of the skin. Let's have a look at the ingredients in this beautiful new product. So we have babchi seed oil. So babchi seed is the source of bakuchiol, nature's retinol. So it's there to address sun damage, stimulate collagen production, but it doesn't have the drawbacks of retinol in that it doesn't cause the sensitivity to the skin. But do be aware that the babchi seed oil is the complete extract from the seed. So it isn't going to be as intense as the bakuchiol on its own, which is what we find in the Nocturne Serum. That is by far the strongest product we have in terms of the bakuchiol. So it's similar but not as intense as bakuchiol. We also have tincture blend number 2, which is arnica, calendula, and rose. Now, as you know, plants have multiple benefits for the skin, and calendula is beautifully healing. Rose is wonderful at buffering the negative effects of hormonal change. It's very hydrating and soothing to the skin. But the one thing that all 3 of these plants have in common is they are great at strengthening the capillary walls. And considering the challenges in this area with redness, that is really important for this product. So it helps even out that skin tone, strengthening the capillary walls. We also have Centella asiatica, which is a lovely new plant that we're seeing running through the Affinité range. It's Gotu Kola is its common name, and it is fantastic at stimulating cell renewal. It supports collagen production, and it's also a really powerful antioxidant. So it's lovely to have that plant in this product. And we have these beautiful nourishing ingredients. So shea butter. Shea butter is wonderful. It's intensely nourishing. It's very protective, and it has some UV screening ability. We have sesame oil, a lovely cooling, nourishing oil, and honey, which is beautiful humectant. So these ingredients are going to soothe, nourish, and deeply hydrate the skin. And last, but definitely not least, we have dandelion. So dandelion is nature's enabler. It is going to intensify the action of all of these other beautiful ingredients by allowing the skin to make full use of them, to really absorb them and get the very best out of them. So some beautiful ingredients in this product. So what is it like to use? As I say, you get a very quick difference in the skin, which is very exciting to see, but it's also a beautiful, silky, creamy, luxurious product to apply. So it feels amazing, and it's a lovely addition to your skincare ritual. It's got a beautiful, fresh fragrance, so it's very gently floral. It's got sandalwood, which gives it that warmth. It's got lavender, and it's got lemon balm, so that gives it a very fresh floral fragrance, but it's very gentle. It's absolutely gorgeous to use, and as I say, it's well worth a try because I think you'll be really impressed with the results you get, and certainly I think your clients are going to love it. And don't forget to use it in your facial treatments as a little treat for your clients. So hopefully that's given you some insight into this beautiful product. And yeah, as I say, give it a go. And we will see you at the next webinar because we are hoping by the end of the year we will have some more additions to this beautiful Affinité range. Thanks so much for taking the time to join me, and I look forward to seeing you next time. See you later.